what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today, as you can tell by the title, I am going to be doing a final girl makeup look. So basically what this would suggest is that we are going to be creating our own version of what I would be like as a final girl in a horror movie. So right off the top, I want to say when I was editing my last video, I breathed really heavy a lot and said a lot, so I apologize. I think I just need to get used to the camera being here, but yeah, so if I say like a trillion times, I am so sorry. Alrighty, so basically this video is going to be a complete walkthrough. I'm going to be telling you everything I'm doing and how you can achieve this look. I think it'd be super cool if you guys wanted to recreate your own version of what you would be like as a final girl, or you can just recreate this entire look. So make sure if you do that to tag me or send me your pictures, because I would love to see them. I think it's such a cool idea. Oh, so a disclaimer I want to give right off the top of this video is I am going to be working with some Nye FX makeup, basically. Doing some flesh wounds on my face because I want my final girl to have got, if you know what I mean. But she got away, she won, she's the final girl, you know, but like so I am not a professional FX makeup artist. I'm not trained in FX, so I'm not telling you to go and do this. And when I'm talking about my FX makeup, I'm not saying that it is the right or correct way to do so. I've done it multiple times and it's worked for me. It's come off easy, it's fine, it's safe in my opinion. But if you do want to do some FX makeup, I would definitely recommend just going to someone on YouTube who is actually trained or a professional FX makeup artist to kind of see a better technique, because again, I'm not a professional and I'm just doing a tiny flesh wound across my face. So I want to get that out of the way. Also, I'm wearing this little bandeau top. This is what this is like my top I wear when I work with blood. I have like a big thing of just special effects blood, and then I also have a Nye blood I might be using. But anyway, I wear this because I don't want to get my clothes dirty, obviously, or stained. This one has been through the ringer, so she can get stained. And so yeah, my picture I'm going to be taking for this look is probably going to be up here, so you won't be able to see it. But I just wanted to address it while I'm not wearing like a cute top or anything, because you know we're going to get bloody. So yeah. So if you like this video and you want to see more from me, please be sure to subscribe down below. It's crazy. I know 100 isn't a lot, like in the grand scheme of things, but I'm almost at 100 subscribers and that means so much to me. So thank you guys so much, and yeah, make sure you subscribe. I'm also gonna leave my Instagram down below where I will be posting these pictures, and you can also tag me in yours. So let's hop right into them. Alrighty guys, so first things first, I am going to be putting my hair back in a very unflattering hairstyle. Just back behind my ears. Again, I just don't want to get anything in it. Probably, obviously, if I get blood in it, I'll wash my hair today, but wasn't really planning on doing so. So for this final girl, I'm not inspired by anyone's pictures. I'm literally just going to work as I go. So a backstory about my final girl is me and my girlfriends went up to a cabin for the weekend, and little did we know we were amongst a satanic cult, and you know, they wanted to kill us, they wanted to sacrifice us for their cult, and she got a little beat up. All my friends are dead and I am the final girl. That's the point of the makeup look. But she did get a little gash across her face from this guy. She kind of was in a tussle but got away, obviously. And she's super tired, so I want to go for a really like sunken, like she's over the shit, she's had a long night kind of look. So I think that's it. I'm gonna be kind of referencing some photos off of Google, just of like FX gashes and then the really like tired eyes, just so I can get the coloring correct. So that is why I'm looking at my phone currently. Okay, so for my final girl, I am going to start with my foundation, because obviously we're not going to do like an eyeshadow look. My dog keeps dropping his ball. So yeah, I'm going to be starting with the skin, because obviously we're not going to be doing a eye makeup look. It's just going to be like a very natural makeup, whatever. And I'm trying to decide kind of how I'm going to go about this. think I'm just gonna do like a really quick, just messy foundation job all over my face. And I'm gonna be using this Clé de Peau Beauty foundation. It's ridiculously overpriced. It's pretty good, but I got it as gratis from my old job, so that's why I have it. And then I'm using the Kat Von D Lock It foundation, which I don't support her at all. I've had this though for like years and years. I know that sounds kind of bad, but it is white, just like a plain white. And usually I use face paint, but for this like kind of more like natural look, I'm just gonna mix the two together. And like I said, really messily, like we're not going for like a clean glam look. Like she's been through the ringer all night trying to escape these people. So I'm gonna do about a pump of that and then a pump of my Kat Von D just to kind of like wash me out. And I'm just gonna go to town. I like the sponge because it's, again, gonna be a little bit quicker and more like natural than a actual brush. Mostly just want to kind of give my skin an even complexion. Mostly is like the reason I am doing this. Like I said earlier, you guys, I would love to see any recreations you do like of yourself as a final girl. I think it would be so cool. I think it'd be such a cool trend for the spooky gals. But I don't know, I just kind of like saw this makeup look with like kind of more like tired eyes, and I was like, oh my god, I should just do a makeup look like as if I was a you know, final girl. So like I said, really messy. I'm not gonna put anything on my eyes because I do have like veiny kind of eyes, and I'm a little tired right now, so I kind of want them to be a little bit darker because we want her to look super tired. So that is what we are doing. Alright, you guys kind of see, you can see some of my acne through it. You can see that it's like pretty natural, not a whole lot. Again, just slap her on. We're not going for like this clean look. We're going for that exhausted, tired look because my girl has been through a lot. I'm trying to think of like a good purple that's gonna work but not be too much when you're working with like a bruised eye or a tired eye or anything in that area. You definitely want to use some purple underneath and then kind of work in your reds and your browns. I think I'm gonna use the purple in the Jaclyn Hill palette, the Stay True color, because it's not like purple, but it's more plummy. And you have to go in with a super light hand with this and then build it up, so you don't want to go like too crazy. And you also don't want to take a brush that's going to be, look at me, that's going to be this dense, because it is going to pack that color on a lot more. My favorite brush ever, which I need to get another one because I love this brush, is actually the MAC 221 brush, and it is this little guy. Sorry, it has some yellow eyeshadow on it, but yeah, it's nice and it's little and it's fluffy, but it's not super dense to where it's gonna, you know, not be blendable or as blendable. So what I'm gonna do is take a little bit of that Stay True, and let me actually zoom you guys in a tad bit. Oh, she's going out here so I can kind of show you a little more detail. So I like barely tapped into Stay True, and then I am just going to literally bring it, like I have like a natural like tired line. I know that's not like the correct wordage right here, but I'm also going to bring it up through this first part of my crease. You guys kind of see? Sorry if my mirror blocked, or my mirror. Sorry if my mirror blocks you at any point. I just got to make sure that everything is nice and blended, but I'm not doing anything different. I'm just going back through and really blending the purple out because, again, you want it to look, you know, natural. So I'm dipping a little bit more of that purple, and I'm going to focus like all under here. See? And again, I'm just gonna buff and blend that out. a little harsh. You can blend that through there. And so now you can tell that it's coming together a bit. So I'm just gonna do the other side the exact same way, nothing different at all. All right, I'm back. So I'm going in with Not My Journey, which is a bright purple. So I am like literally just boop, dipping it in, and then that is it. Oops, sorry, my camera was trying to focus. And I'm just gonna kind of deepen that up to look more like this side. I kind of added a little bit already. And again, just really lightly buffing it. Almost like a bruised eye effect, but more like just so tired. That shape. And then once you have like that overall shape and you feel like it's pretty blended, I'm just gonna take my brush and then just slowly start to blend it kind of up closer to my bottom lash line, like so. And they don't have to look completely even, so don't beat yourself up if, like, for example, this eye has a little bit different than this one. Because, I mean, like, you know, if you're tired, your eyes aren't gonna, like, look the exact same. Like, I don't know, it doesn't need to be perfect, and that's why I love this look so much. Alright, so I'm going in with next in the Jaclyn Hill palette, which... is that bad boy, which is this guy right here, just a little red, and again just taking the smallest little dab of each color, not really going too crazy, and I'm just gonna start playing with it and kind of seeing where I want it. I'm not gonna bring it down super low like the purple. I'm gonna keep it up a little bit higher, and again just kind of blending it. Guys, see, that looks all crazy, so we just gotta make sure we blend it. It actually looks darker on my camera when I'm looking straight here than it does in person, which is kind of weird. But another technique you could do that I might end up doing is doing your bruised or your tired eye and then going in, not with more product, but just the same sponge you used, and then just kind of tapping over it can create like that nice kind of filter, so it looks like it's coming from more like underneath the skin. So that could also be a good technique. I think I'm gonna do that. Next, I'm going in with a little bit of yellow, just a little bit. I'm gonna start to like blend that on the outsides of the purple, so about right here underneath. And again, go in little tiny motions, like don't pick up so much yellow and be like, oh, I'll just blend it out. Just work really little and minimal. And that's almost like kind of the key with these kind of like effects. I might edit my eyes, like when I'm taking my actual Instagram photo, I might edit my eyeballs to look a little bloodshot. And I do edit all my eyeballs up to this date that you've seen. I edit all of them on Facetune. If you guys would like a video on how I do that, because so many people are like, how do you edit your eyes on Facetune? I can definitely give you guys a video on that if you guys want me to show you how I edit my cosplay eyes on Instagram. Right, so for me this is a little too much, so I'm gonna go in with that beauty sponge again, and I'm not gonna swipe. I'm literally just gonna press right under the eye, and that kind of made it look a little more like it's coming from underneath the skin. I really like that trick. It's really good, especially if you feel like it looks a little, even if you're like having trouble like blending it. I think that helps a whole lot. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna go in. Am I gonna go in? I want more of like a blue toned purple, so I'm trying to find one that I'm gonna use real quick. Alright, I'm gonna go in with the Morphe Live in Color palette, right? Live in Color, I'm pretty sure is what it's called. And I'm gonna go in with Truth. It's like this royal purple, almost blue-like shade. Also, so sorry, my eyeshadow palette is just like a mess, but honestly, whose don't? So this is just a little, again, a little more blue. And I'm just going to be focusing it in that first kind of place where we laid down the purple to start. So just kind of dabbing, not even blending it, just kind of placing it like right in here. And then slowly feathering it up and out. But yeah, so mostly focus it right here and then take the side of your brush and kind of swipe it there and swipe it up. You don't want it to look too much. Okay, so the same thing. I'll show you guys again. Right in this corner. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. I'm gonna pick up like the tiniest little bit again. And tap, tap, tap. Right in that corner, and then boop, boop, boop. And there as well. And you can take it a little lower, just kind of play with it. Don't re-tap into the color, just kind of like buff it out. And I'm trying to decide, I kind of want mascara and runny mascara, I think is what I want to do. And I've never really tried to do, I'm going to zoom you guys back out really quick. Let me readjust this, sorry. Alright, so I've never really done a runny mascara kind of look. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be too hard. I'm just going to go in with a little bit of MAC in Extreme Dimension on my wee little baby lashes. And then I think I'm going to spray a lot of Fix Plus and then just close my eyes really fast and kind of see if that works. I don't know, you know, because they were dancing, they were in the cabin drinking and partying and when this all went down, so she had like a little bit of makeup on, but now that it's like morning, you know what I mean, it's like, it's a little rough. So I'm just gonna quickly do this. Just do your mascara kind of how you would normally do it. Maybe don't try as hard to get it super long and thick, but just kind of coat your lashes. You want to kind of, and you want to kind of do this when they're still wet, obviously, so. Again, I think my favorite thing about doing looks like this is like, it's just so messy and like you don't have to be super precise, and I think that that's super fun. Alright, so I have the thin little coat of mascara on, and I'm just going to spray some Fix Plus, some good old Fix Plus. Kind of a lot. And close your eyes and blink. Alright, I'm going to zoom you guys in so you can see that. Woo. Wow. Alright, we got that good mascara smearage. Smearage. Focus. This is my going out to the grocery store look. Just kidding. So next I'm just gonna take a wee little pointy brush, and I'm just gonna kind of drag some of those pieces, some of the like liner, just kind of drag them down a bit. That's all I'm doing, just kind of making it look a little more worn in, like you can kind of see, kind of like that. And I did get a lot of it on my lids, but I'm kind of living for it, honestly, so, you know. Alright, I'm gonna zoom you guys back out. Alright, like I said before, my girl in my movie, they're partying in the cabin when all this happened, right? So I'm not gonna give her a like good brow. I'm just gonna quickly run some of my Precisely My Brow through my brows to give it some color. And that's literally all I'm going to be doing. So just kind of fill in your brows how, I wouldn't say how you normally would, but just like kind of give them a little color. If you're someone with naturally darker, like bushier brows, I don't think you have to do much. Maybe like fluff them up and kind of mess them up a little. But I have wee little light blonde hair, so I'm just going to go in and just kind of like lightly fill them in a bit. Again, you do not have to be super neat. Yeah, just like that. Just literally just like that. All right, we are on to the FX part of this look. I'm going to be creating a gash kind of effect on my face, and for me, what I like to do with I have this because, let me just explain. You have to boil these Ben Nye products or get them hot so that the gel gets liquidy instead of hard. And so to avoid burning myself, I have to scoop it out of the water. So that's why I have this, if you guys were wondering. But yeah, so for this, I just kind of play with it until I feel like it looks realistic. And that's basically it. So I'm going to be taking the Ben Nye Flesh Effects Gel. It looks like this little baby. And then we're just going to pour a little wee bit out. And I'm just going to use the end of one of my brushes and kind of create the shape that I want. And don't worry, it's not hot. Like sometimes the liquid can be a little warm from being in the water, but it's not like hot or anything. And the key with this is just like placing it where you want it and then kind of letting it harden up so you can kind of mess with it more, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I want her to have, and I'm just gonna build her up. Again, just gonna reiterate this, I'm not a professional, so you know, do at your own risk and make sure you watch tutorials of people that maybe are professionals. Alright, I'm gonna throw this back in my little water over here. And we're gonna let that kind of dry and harden up. Alright, so my girl, I'm gonna use the other side of this brush and take a little bit of that fake blood that I have. And I'm gonna create a nosebleed, which is pretty simple. I'm just going kind of in right here. And I don't want it to be like crazy. I just kind of want it to, like so. It's gonna harden up and turn dark, so like towards the end I'm gonna re-go through that and make sure that it looks okay. So I'm just checking in on this gash. Alright, so for the lips, again, not something you're gonna have to go crazy with. I'm just gonna tap some of that excess. My lips, I got it in the blood, which I just noticed, which is like a fail, but it is what it is. Again, this look can be super messy, so only happy mistakes, right? I am gonna take a little bit, I'm gonna take that same kind of fluffy brush, and I think I want to do my lips a little more like maybe a little red and puffy. I don't know. We're gonna play with that concept because I think that could be cool. And again, I'm just letting that flesh effect kind of dry and get a little more like, do you guys see how when I touch it now it kind of came up? That's kind of what we want. So just let that get a little more tacky. So anyway, I'm gonna go in with probably the Drop and Hub palette again, to be honest. And let's see here. I'm gonna go in with Next, which is one of the shades we put on our eyes. And I'm literally just gonna tap into it a couple of times. And kind of randomly placing it in certain spots of my lip. You can make your final girl like super glam too, and then maybe she has lipstick but it's like smeared across her face. I think that that could be cool. And then just again, just blending her out. And for my hair, for the pictures, I think I'm just gonna like leave it down and like tease it and make it look super messy. Alright, so that's kind of it. You don't have to do a whole lot with the lip, honestly, because, you know. I am gonna go back in with that blood and try to redo that bloody nose since it was a fail. Kind of like so. Alright, so I'm gonna zoom you guys back into the effect. Woo! Well, the end of the brush that we used, and I'm gonna kind of start like breaking it open, for lack of a better. Alright, so next I'm gonna be taking the Mascara Effects Gel and then using the same end of my brush that we used the first time to just kind of add on to it. Alright, sorry guys, I had to bend down. Alright, so I'm just mixing her up. And then I'm just kind of, on the parts that we spreaded out that latex the first time, I'm just kind of going on the sides because I want that gash in the center to almost be kind of empty so we can fill it with blood. My brush, I don't use that often, and it's just this little flat shader guy. And I'm going to be filling in that kind of empty spot of my gash. I'm probably going to use the OG Jaclyn Hill palette. Oh, she's a mess. You guys don't even want to see her. And I'm going in with a like dark chocolatey brown to kind of create that base in here. So next is the fun part. We're going to go in with more blood. Ben Nye, the ones I've been using, do have like a little jelly fake blood, but I'm just going to be using the liquid ones, at least right now, unless they don't do what I want. And I'm just kind of placing it over that brown. Alright, so that's kind of the base, so you kind of have like your gash kind of like there. So next, the most important thing you want to do is make sure we're adding dimension with our shadows around it. So I'm going to go in, and this is why I need another one of those brushes, but I don't want to use it around the effects gel. So I'm going to go in with one that's like a smidge more dense. It's just this Eco Tools little brush. And let's see. So obviously it's going to be super irritated, and when your skin gets irritated and you get cut, it kind of swells and forms like a little more redness. So we're going to be going back in to Miss Jaclyn Hill Volume 2, and we're going to take Living My Best, which is like a bright, here I'll show you guys, which is actually like this bright ass red, and then we'll take one that's a little bit darker to tone it down. But I just want the base to be super red right off the bat and like inflamed. Kind of to be gentle, you'll notice that some of the latex and stuff is gonna like pull and kind of be a little sticky. But that's okay, just use patting motions, don't use swiping motions. We go back in with a Ready Brown shade. We'll go in with the shade called Crazy. And we're gonna go kind of right through here where it's not really wanting to pick up anything. You do also want that like really dark red. I'm actually going to go back in with that flat brush. It seems to be working a little bit better. We're going to add more blood, because why wouldn't we? Sometimes I like to just pick up like a lot of it and then let it kind of drip, because it'll naturally kind of drip wherever it wants. Sorry, I keep looking at myself in the viewfinder. I'm kind of using it as a mirror to some extent, so. And I like when the blood kind of builds up and gets super chunky too. So just kind of letting it drip. Off of the brush. I actually would like a drip kind of coming down a little more like over here. So I'm just going to kind of let it And then again. Now it's gonna just kind of run. Obviously make sure you're not getting it in your eye. And then it's all kind of starting to run a little bit. So right here, to avoid getting it in my eye, just kind of like play with it. You can even take like your finger or a little bit of a like a paper towel and kind of like stop it. This one I'm just kind of letting run. I want to add more blood, so I'm just kind of deciding where and how I want to do that sort of thing. I think I want to add more blood up through my hairline. Like that. So on the side of my face, sorry, I just wanted to play with that real quick. I'm going to try to create little cuts or like almost scratches, but more like cuts. Okay, so adding a little bit more of that flesh wound right over the little line. I think I want to do a little bit of black too on my lips. So just take a little bit of black eyeshadow and right here, just kind of like that. I also kind of want to make my face look a little bit dirty. So I'm going to go back in with that dark brown shade from the Jaclyn Hill palette. And then I'm going in with this MAC brush, this MAC 133. Yeah, 133 little flat guy. I'm going in with like a dark brown, but not like super dark. And I'm just going to kind of tap it on the outskirts of like my face. Just want it to almost look kind of dirty because we are in a cabin in the woods, so you know she's running through the woods. And you kind of want the distress of this look to be like all over the face. Like you don't want it to just be, you know, like this big gash and then, you know, all this other stuff and then nothing. And you can kind of just guesstimate. Like I'm just kind of guessing where I'm going to place this stuff. I'm not really doing anything too strategic here. That's like a little intense, so I'm just going to take, again, the sponge. And if you're going to be showing a little bit of your neck, I would suggest doing like quick little swift ones. Okay. Going back in and kind of finessing this liquid latex. Going to like dab that because I just didn't really like it. And then again, because these are little like cuts, they are going to be a little inflamed to some extent. So you're going to want to take that Jaclyn Hill red again and kind of make them look a little irritated. That looks kind of cool. Alright, I'm going to go tease my hair and stuff and then see if I want to add anything, and then I will be right back. Alright, back and beautiful. Just kidding. Oh my gosh. Okay guys, this is the final look of me if I was a final girl. Just kind of really disheveled hair. All I did was back comb and kind of tease it a little bit to give it like obviously a messier look. But yes, I'm so proud of this. This is so much fun. I really want all of you guys, if you would like to recreate this, just to let me know, because I truly want to see any recreations or your own adaptations of this. So yeah. Alright guys, like I said, I might edit my eyes for this photo. We'll see kind of how it looks. And if you guys want a tutorial on how I edit my eyes on Facetune, let me know. I'd be more than happy to do it and show you guys kind of my little tips and tricks. So much for watching. Like I said, if you aren't already subscribed, please subscribe down below. And like I said, also my Instagram is there as well if you want to check out these pictures. And yeah, until next time you guys.